Now we're going to talk about the Cricut Maker. Do you remember the Cricut Maker?
I do.
It's so old now.
I love the Cricut Maker.
Cricut Maker is a really,
We've had this one for, I don't know, 3 years, 2.5, 3 years maybe?
This was your first crafting machine, wasn't it?
It was. It's my first baby.
Yeah.
I do love it.
You've done hundreds of projects on this thing?
Oh, yeah, easy, easy.
Now, Cricut makes a whole bunch of different machines. Everything from the small Cricut Joy to the Cricut Explorer Air 2 and 3.
Yep.
And now they have just graduated to the Cricut Maker 3, which we are going to open right here on this show for the first time ever. A couple of differences we'll talk about here. We're going to turn it on. We're actually going to do a project. Our first project. And Felicia has not taken this out of the box yet.
No, I haven't.
This is it. All right, this is historical. I'm going to bring this camera up a little bit so people can see exactly what you see. Move around here. The Cricut Maker 3. Ladies and gentlemen. Now you can save a whole bunch of money. It's 11% off, $70 less. You can get yourself a Cricut Maker 2. And, or we can take a look and see if you need what they've improved or changed in the Cricut Maker 3.
So it looks
what
like
is that?
They gave you a sample piece of
a vinyl?
Smart vinyl.
Oh,
So
wait, that looks small.
They didn't give you a roll.
Oh, but
So
it's not.
It's this way.
Is it 12 inches?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll keep that in
Okay,
mind.
good.
All right, then it just gives you some warranty information here.
Let me come around here.
So we'll put that aside.
Seeing.
And we'll take these out.
Hey, the Joy is a great machine. We're going to talk about that as well today, too. The Joy is awesome for a lot of people. It's really all a lot of people need. The Maker can be overkill for a lot of people, if I can be straight up and honest with you. You know what I mean? But
all right, I'm going to come back around here.
Let me get out of your way.
Yeah, she's
I love plastic. Plastic is fantastic. Look, it's shrink wrapped. I've never seen a shrink wrap Cricut before, Felicia. She usually tears these things out of the boxes before I can even look at it. I'll bring you back down here. Get down to eye level.
This is like Christmas. I'm not gonna lie. This is Christmas It's like Christmas around here all the time.
Yeah, that's a good deal on that Joy. That's unbelievable. That's a good deal. So Felicia's celebrating Christmas.
Yep. With our tree.
Have yourself
Did you show the ornaments we made for the 4th of July?
little Christmas. Yeah. Let the Yuletide, whatever that word is. All right, so
here,
what?
You keep talking about your tree,
but
you're not showing any of your ornaments.
See the ornaments. Wait. Oh, those are nice. You made some of these with the Maker, some of these with the Joy, correct?
Yep.
The ornaments are so cool, so much fun. All you did was cut vinyl, and are these permanent vinyl?
Yep, permanent vinyl.
Look at that.
And these were just clear disc plastic ornaments that I filled with polyacrylic and glitter.
You are so creative. I can't even stand it. You're going to put them on the tree?
No, I'm just going to set them back here.
Oh, I was going to put them on the tree. Let's look at the Cricut Maker 3. I'm going to move that box. Is there anything else in there you need?
There's nothing else that we need in there.
And then we're going to look at the Cricut Maker 2 and see if there's any differences. Let's do a full head-to-head here and see if we can see any differences here. Now, I'm looking at these things. The only thing that Cricut Maker 3 doesn't have the word Maker on it. Huh.
Oh, it doesn't.
It just says Cricut. Oh. Okay. But basically the design, the shape, and the size looks exactly the same. It is. This is the same thing.
Well, here's some information, though.
Okay, let's talk about the Cricut Maker 3.
Plug it in.
I'll tell you those in a second. All right, so the difference in the two makers is the maximum cut length has gone from 1.9 feet to 12 feet. So you can cut some really long stuff with Smart Vinyl. Smart Vinyl, I think, is the fundamental change between these two machines, the Cricut Maker 3.
That, and it's supposedly faster.
And the second, that's right, the second thing is, I'll plug this in. Second thing is, supposedly it's a lot faster. It can cut at a super warp speed, which we're going to check. And you'll know right away if the thing's faster, right?
I think so.
You can kind of gauge.
I can kind of gauge that.
Based on your experience. You've been using this thing for 3 years, so.
Yep. All right, so here we have, we're going to open it up first time. Scared?
Oh! Wow. Open the other one up.
Okay, let's do a good side-by-side here.
Felicia.
They look exactly
they look exactly the same.
Coloring is a little bit different. There's where you're going to see your Maker. It has it here and it doesn't have it here.
Okay, so
the insides are exactly the same.
let me come up a little bit so you can see this.
Yeah, they're exactly the same.
This is the Cricut Maker 2 versus the Cricut Maker 3. First time we've shown this. I think anybody's shown this on Amazon Live. Just came in today.
Same, comes with the fine point blade.
Fine point blade. I love fine point blades.
You can insert markers.
You're so fine. Okay, that looks the same. It's a different color for the...
this is the only color the Maker comes in at this point in time.
These are different. Those are gray
Those are different,
on that.
but
This
they're
is
the
white.
exact same, and they use the same exact
Tools
or blades. The two differences really are, the big differences are...
$70.
Okay,
That's
three.
three different.
Great. The most important one is $70 today, but the big difference between getting the...
Doris, I don't know you, but I love you. You're awesome.
The difference between getting the Maker that we previously had versus the Maker 3 is that the Maker 3 will take material on a mat, just like the Maker. You put your mat right in there and it'll
So you
go.
still can use your mats. You
still
don't
can
have to
use your
throw
mat.
away your mats. Okay.
But they now sell vinyl. It's called Smart Vinyl. It's the same type of concept you have with the Joy's Smart Vinyl, where you don't need a mat in the Joy, and I've shown you that before. This is the same width as the machine, and I no longer have to use a mat if I have
clever.
Smart Vinyl. And it'll run right through and do its thing. If you don't, if you want, you can purchase Smart Vinyl. And the nice thing about the Smart Vinyl, you two are funny.
She loves us too. She's awesome. You're
The
fabulous.
difference between the Smart Vinyl and the regular vinyl is that you can buy the Smart Vinyl and it'll go feet and feet and feet. You can make a...
It
if you were-
says
if you were a teacher, you could make a ABC
12
banner.
feet.
Yeah, you can make
12.
a nice big banner for
So
your
you could put a
classroom.
banner on the top of your wall with that thing and go 12 feet. But you could also do that with a shorter one too and just piece them together,
You
right?
absolutely could. You absolutely could. But if you wanted to just run it long, you can. So that's
Right.
that's the difference with Smart Vinyl. The other big difference is they say that this is twice as fast as this one. I thought this one was pretty quick to tell you the truth.
It's
So I didn't
not
have any
bad,
problems
right?
with that. But that's what they say about this one.
I wonder if
This
they're
guy.
equally, they both make a lot of, well, they're not really noisy,
They're
but
not- no.
it's a considerable,
There was a different one that was much noisier, I thought. But,
yeah, another one.
but
another
so let's
computer one.
everything
talk about.
is the same in here except the speed of the housing. That's what I hear.
interesting.
And there you go. So I turned it on. It did the same movements as the other one does. In our case, we're going to,
Let me try to bring this over here.
you've asked me to make a shirt.
Yeah, I'm going on a cruise. Actually, we're going to do the first ever cruise on Amazon Live in 2 weeks. We're the first cruise out of America. I know we're out of our minds. But we're going to broadcast live from this cruise.
All right. So you asked for something, which I kind of already started.
Can you see that? Hopefully
Can you guys read what that says?
All right, don't read it.
Don't
you can't
read
say
it?
it, just in case
Okay.
you mess up on it.
I'm just going to mirror this.
Again, thanks for watching Felicia's She Shed. That's
So-
what she shed.
So he
Yeah.
asked for an infusible ink shirt, which we have handy dandy here.
Doris wants to know, does it have the new Cricut smell? Go ahead and smell it.
Yes, it
Go ahead, go
does.
smell it, Felicia. Go up to and smell it.
No, it's wonderful.
Is it?
She's pretty. She's
Yeah.
different color than the other one.
Slightly different.
Pattern on the lid.
Okay.
Textured pattern on the lid.
I like that, yeah.
Same holder here for an iPad.
Do you know what that's for?
You could set your iPad there.
You can put your
You can
phone
put your
in
phone
here.
there.
You can put your
you
iPad
can't
in here.
put that-
Not that with the
because that's the
case on it,
case on
but
it,
yeah,
yeah.
then you could pop that right
Yeah,
in here like that.
yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
You learn that thing. You learn something every day. Okay.
All right. So
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at the tool set right now. That's a heavy deal. That's 52% off for that tool set.
nice. And
Wow.
that tool
I'm getting
set-
ahead of it now. Let's go
Well,
back.
no, let's talk about the tool set real quick. So the tool set comes with this paper trimmer, right?
Like it?
Which is great.
You're gonna
Love
use that
this
in a
thing.
second,
I
right?
am going to use that in a second. It also comes with, I'll pull them out here, a scraper. So you would use this to make sure your material is well stuck to your mat, or make sure that your transfer tape is stuck really well to your vinyl when you go to pull it up. It comes with these very handy dandy scissors that are very sharp, and they come with a cover.
I cut you.
They are very sharp, and I have cut myself with them accidentally.
Same.
Yeah, comes with a nice little small spatula to, maybe you are doing a cardstock project and this easily picks up your pieces from your mat.
Fabulous. This
A
all
week-
comes in the kit?
All comes in the kit.
Wow, that's pretty cheap.
The weeding tool, where you would pull out the pieces or parts that you don't need in a design, like in the letter P, I would pull out the center point because I
Got
don't need
it.
that as part of my design.
Got it, got it, got it.
It comes with a scoring stylus that you put in your compartment A to put a crease in something, a nice
If
straight
you're going
fold,
to
like
fold
if
a
you're going to
card
fold
or
a card.
something.
Right?
Oh, I got you. That's
Yeah,
cool.
that's scoring. And it comes with these handy dandy reversible tweezers, which I'm still trying to get used to. So I have regular tweezers.
Those things drive me
But I
crazy.
have found that if I want to make paper flowers, this long neck on the reversible tweezers makes it very easy to stick one end in and just start rolling it.
That's
it
cool.
makes it very quick.
Like it.
All right.
All right. What's that thing you're putting him in? That's like your makeup thing, right?
Yeah, this is a silicone
I don't
makeup.
think that's in our carousel. I
It's
think I
not
took
today.
it out. But yeah.
It's a silicone makeup brush holder, and I use it to.
Clever. Now this does have a little doodad in here. You can put your tools. Do they fit in there nicely?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, that's not awful. But you like to have them at arm's reach, and sometimes you're not that close,
because
right?
I've got a variety of machines. It's easier to grab this and not have to just.
Which
throw them
leads
on
me to the
desk.
question: exactly how many Cricut machines does one Felicia need?
Well, today I have 4. Just saying.
Okay, go.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to use my paper trimmer, and I'm going to trim this design up to the size that he's asked for.
Felicia teaches classes at, well, we're going to start teaching classes again at a local big box store for people who are interested in the Cricut stuff, so that's why we have so many machines. So that will hopefully start up again. We can get back together and get a little bit back to normal. That's nice.
All right. So.
So this is infusible ink. This is not vinyl, right?
Right. It's not vinyl. It feels like paper.
It feels like paper,
feels
but it
like
actually
paper.
puts the ink into the t-shirts.
Right, and it looks.
It's
It's a pretty yellow, but I'm assuming that when I iron it on, it's going to really pop.
Yeah, it looks kind of dull
All right.
there. But.
So we'll put this stuff aside.
All right. So I noticed that your letters are backwards in your design.
because
Why is that?
I want it to show up properly on my shirt.
Oh, you don't like backward shirts?
No.
Have you ever made that mistake?
Yep.
This is called mirroring,
Yep.
and you should do that whenever you use letters.
Yep. Not necessarily with an image. You don't need to, but definitely with letters.
Now, when you
And
used the app last week, did it tell you to do this?
So when I click OK, I'm going to select my material.
This is a new machine.
It's a new
This is
machine.
good. This is good. We run
It's
into this.
thinking, and it's not going to find it.
This is what you're going to run into when you bring this guy home. The first thing you're going to have to do is register it, aren't you?
I haven't registered it. I haven't done anything yet.
Let's see what it does.
So let's see.
Maybe the process
It's
changed.
not going to find it.
Uh-oh.
So we're going to cancel that. See, it did not find it. It says it's
Okay.
not connected. We're going to cancel it.
So what do you have to do?
We're going to cancel it, and we're going to go to our drop down. It does have the maker here, so I'm going to click that. But
So
it's
this is the Design Space software.
correct.
Free
Now,
version, and there's a paid version. Paid version gets you some more designs.
it
and
comes
fonts.
with the USB cable that hooks to the back of the machine, but you can also Bluetooth to it if you want.
All right. What are you going to do?
For now, I'll just go ahead and grab my cable and I'll hook to
Well,
it.
what if you don't have a computer? You could connect it via Bluetooth?
You could do it via Bluetooth to your phone.
Okay. All right, I see. So we need to introduce these two new friends, the Cricut Maker 3, the first time it's
They
ever
haven't
been
met
shown
before.
here on Amazon Live. We're such groundbreakers. We're doing the first Cricut 3 display on Amazon Live. We're doing the first ever cruise live stream on Amazon Live. I mean, really? We're doing some groundbreaking stuff here, Felicia. It's all you.
So just like with the Joy, it wants to know if you're using smart material or a mat. So I'm just telling it that I'm going to use it on a mat.
Okay.
'Cause I
Did
don't-
it talk to it yet?
I don't know. We're going to see.
Did you have to register it the first time
I
you?
haven't done anything, but they're just going to see if it'll work without me doing anything.
Okay. Oh yeah, look.
I mean, why not?
Maker 3, it saw that. Uh-oh.
It's looking for some updates.
Uh-oh.
We'll go ahead and do that because it appears to be a required version.
Okay. It's rebooting your Cricut Maker
The light
3.
went red.
Okay.
Now,
What is it? Same
okay,
buttons,
so
right?
the images on the buttons are different.
Slightly different.
Yeah.
Let me see
Instead
if
of
I
the
can get you up there to see that
Instead
without
of the
dropping
go button
everything.
be
Whoa!
a Cricut image, it's a play button.
Oh, they
it's
took the
different.
Cricut image off? That's
Yeah,
kind of
it's
strange.
weird,
And
isn't
this
it?
is the old Maker. The buttons on the old Maker, slightly different, not too different, right?
Yep.
All right,
so it's almost
that's
done.
Not
The update's
huge
pretty-
difference there. That's good. So people who are familiar with the Maker 2 are going to kind of
Yep.
feel at home with this thing.
Yep.
It's like trying to, even if you have a spot for it, it's nice. It's the same size.
Right.
So you just pop it out and put your new one in there. You're good to go, right?
Yep.
All right. So the machine is up to date. It sees it via the USB. Again, you could probably connect this via
Bluetooth.
Bluetooth.
You
It doesn't
absolutely
look
can.
like you had to register it. That's interesting. Or since you already have a Design Space account, you think it found it automatically?
I don't know.
Free gifts! Whoa, 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 whoa! Free images, fonts. To add them to your account? Yes, yes. Accept gifts. Accept gifts.
Oh, it's already registered now.
All right. So set base material. What does this mean? I can come
So
in
I'm
here.
going to browse all materials.
It's kind of hard to
And
see at
I'm
home. I
looking
apologize.
for-
This is the Design Space software. This is what controls the Cricut. As opposed to the brother machine, which doesn't need software. It's kind of optional. You have to use Design Space with your Cricut.
Right.
Good news is it's free. The
Right.
basic version
Yep.
is free.
So I chose Infusible ink as the material I'm going to use, and it tells me make sure mirror is turned on, and
Okay,
the
good.
material is ink side up. So we're going to just put it on our mat.
We've never made that mistake before, have we?
Made it last week. Oops. All right.
Hey, that's good. People want to see this because
Hey,
people make mistakes.
that's
Especially you take
right.
this thing out of your box. I mean, it's you could refer back to this video too.
Yep. So
It's
I'm just
really,
going to
really
load the
helpful.
load the mat into the machine.
All right, and it's
They
telling you
say
on
it's
screen.
faster, so let's see what happens.
It seems quieter.
It does seem quieter, I'll give you that.
Huh.
But it's not cutting yet, it was just loading the mat.
Okay.
It says it's measuring the mat length.
What?
Interesting, I don't know.
What?
And I'm going to go ahead and press the go button.
The play button.
Play button on this machine.
That makes more sense, actually.
We'll see what happens. Haven't done this before, remember.
It does sound quieter.
It definitely sounds quieter.
You have to turn on super fast, or super fast it's just automatic?
No, it should be automatic.
This is the first cut we have ever made.
Right now it's a little slow.
Whoa, it is fast. Look, oh my God. It is faster.
Oh yeah, it's definitely
Oh,
faster.
that's a lot faster. It's quieter.
It's very quiet. It's definitely faster.
Oh, look at that.
But I was fine with the speed of the other one. I didn't know any better, and I didn't
Well,
need
for
it. I didn't
70
need,
bucks,
I didn't need it to be lightning fast either.
Well, I don't know if it's a necessary.
I don't think it's a
it's kind of
necessary.
nice.
It's nice, but
The Maker does have the adaptive tool system, which does much tighter, more precision cuts due to the mechanism and the gearing of these things, of the housing. So that is an important difference too if you decide between the Maker and the Joy. The Maker is much more flexible, cuts up to 300 materials, offers 13 tools, I believe. Wait, 13 is unlucky, isn't it?
not necessarily.
It sounds quieter.
It does sound
This is
quieter.
the first time I've heard this. It just sounds a little quieter. And that's odd. Like a lot quieter. But am I crazy? We have the air conditioner on full blast.
We do. We'll have to run it again.
But it did appear to be a little faster.
It did. So there's our design. I did turn the thing, the easy press,
The easy press, right?
on,
right.
so that it would
that
start
is in the
heating up.
carousel.
And I'm just
Okay.
going to go ahead and take this and give it to you.
Oh,
to move out of
thank
the way.
you.
Thank
You never
you.
gave me anything before.
Oh yeah, totally.
You've got a bunch of tools in the carousel down here.
I do. I put in the different blades that you can purchase.
Oh, I see all the different things. And again, you
Yeah.
can use, if you have a Cricut Maker, I think if you have a Cricut Explore Air 2, you can still move these things over and use these same tools. And what are you doing? What are you doing right now for people who've never seen this
I'm
before?
just weeding. I'm pulling up the backing.
Oh my
and it's
God, you're breaking it.
Peeling up the pieces that
Oh,
we
you're
don't
supposed to do
need.
this? Mm-hmm. Oh my God. How do you know how to do all this stuff, Felicia?
I don't know. Trial
What's
by
your
error.
IQ? Like
Trial by-
7,000?
Trial by error.
Now, you need some kind of hideous monstrosity called transfer tape in a lot of situations. Do
But
you need that here?
Not for this.
Okay,
That's if
good.
you're working with removable or permanent vinyl.
Okay, and we're using infusible ink. This is not vinyl, but it will cut both vinyl and infusible ink and paper and cardstock and blah, 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 blah. Didn't you cut aluminum foil?
I do. I did an aluminum here.
That is kind of cool. I actually watched you cut that.
Here, you can show this while I finish
Okay,
this.
while you're weeding. Look at
Yeah.
this. She cut this with the Cricut Maker. It's Cricut Maker 2 and actually embossed. Well, they call debossing. It punches through the back, but once you flip it over, you can see it's embossed, which is lifted and raised. You can see the detail on that. And I imagine you can do this and more on the Cricut Maker 3 as well. So we were going to do an entire design and create an entire backsplash, or not a backsplash, what do they call the thing behind the stove?
A backsplash.
Backsplash, yeah. Make a whole bunch of these, and it just really gives you some flexibility in terms of material. Again, it cuts up to 300 different materials. And there is a list on, I think on the Amazon product page. It shows you exactly what you can cut with this thing. All right, so we have our design cut out with infusible ink.
We do, and our easy press is heating up, so we're going to take our shirt out.
No, you have to use a special shirt for infusible ink, don't you?
Yes, we do.
You have to use an infusible ink compatible shirt.
Correct.
And, oh, I see it there, yeah. So this was some kind of chemical, something on the front of it that allows this ink to permanently infuse into the t-shirt, right?
Right.
All right, so that's going to stay there forever. It's going to be washable.
Oh yeah.
1,000 times.
Unlike the shirt you're wearing right now. The shirt you're wearing right now is done with vinyl.
You see this is a vinyl, and you can see after about 30-40 washes some of the vinyl might start to lift. I get a little bit of a problem here. I don't know if you can see that, but the infusible is actually baked, literally baked into the shirt.
Right.
Would you look how gingerly she's closing that?
I was nervous.
All right, so you got your baby warmed up.
I got baby warmed up. We're just going to press the shirt real quick to take out any moisture.
And again, I like to remind people that you can use your Easy Press 2 as an iron. And Felicia does this all the time.
It is just really a giant iron.
It's really all it is.
So I'm just going to press this just for a few seconds, just take out any moisture. You can, iron it too if you want to get those wrinkles out of there real quick.
Felicia, I have some pants that need a little pressing. Not today. Okay. I'll give you a few dollars for it, but never mind.
So
and what is that little monstrosity you're using? Oh, that's interesting.
So I can line up the center really nicely.
This is on sale too. 20% off. Look at that.
You can take my, this is reversed, but I want that color to adhere to the shirt. So I have to, that's why I mirrored it.
So it's going to look weird. Okay. So it's going to look like you have the really light color up top.
So before I get going, I'm just going to really quick put a piece of parchment paper between the two layers so that the infusible ink doesn't potentially go through the back. Just like that.
Good tip, good idea.
Easy.
Does Cricut tell you all this?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and there's a, on the Cricut site, there's a heat press guide you can go to. It'll tell you what temperature things need to be. You tell it which machine you're using, you tell it the type of material you're using, you tell it whether you're using a mat or a towel. It'll tell you how hot it should be.
Okay. And how hot should infusible ink be?
400 degrees.
400 degrees to bake that ink in there, to make it permanent so it's in there. And it feels good. And it lasts forever. Do you think it'll last forever?
Sure.
Like us?
Yep.
Aww. We should get married.
Mm-hmm. How many years now?
Never mind. All right, so we have this beautiful...
There's so many things we could say that in there. Just saying, just saying.
All right, no comments from the peanut gallery out here.
You guys have, I got stories for you.
All right, so she used that little bad boy in there. She's going to use the Easy Press 2 and a little parchment paper on top of it as well. Do you need to do that? It's double parchment paper.
I like to do it that way. All right, and I am actually going to put some pressure on here. It says to do it, if I'm not mistaken, I haven't looked in a little while, it says to do, I think, 30 seconds, but I'm going to just, run it a little bit longer.
You're putting pressure on there. Felicia, how much do you weigh?
Not that much. Well,
Can you sit on it?
Do you want to sit on it?
I'm not sitting on an iron. Are you out of your mind? Forget it.
The top of this is not hot. The sides, the white part is not hot, just the bottom.
of it, right.
When it's sitting in this tray, the tray is not hot. On the sides, you could pick it up if you want to, but you probably should not.
All right, what is your other secret about this thing? Don't tell anyone.
What?
You did it for 29 seconds. You're doing it for another.
I'm going to do another.
Because we always found that what?
The color doesn't really pop unless you really do it a little extra longer.
Yeah, we do it double.
If you really apply some pressure to it, just to make sure that.
So we've done some shirts where the infusible ink, it didn't seem as colorful as it could. So what we did is we put it back on there again, hit it a second time with pressure and some more time.
Right.
And it came out a lot more vibrant.
Right, exactly.
So now she's learned to apply pressure and double the time.
All right, so.
All right, let's see what it looks like.
It's a little hot, so I'm just going to
let it sit for
a minute.
I hate waiting, Felicia.
I know you do.
Don't touch, she's going to burn. Gosh, you're so dangerous.
Oh my gosh.
And another thing, it smells a little funky in here. Is that normal? The infusible ink gives off a little gas for a second. I don't think it's poisonous.
Look at my shirt. Do we have a dog? Do we have a dog?
Yeah,
Emma?
that's Emma's
Fluffy
fault.
dog?
Oh no. All right, is it ready?
Let's see.
The unveiling. The first ever design and infusible ink design she's made with the Cricut Maker 3.
It's still a little hot.
All right, well, let it cook. That's all right. Let it cool. There's no... I can't even say what this is, but you can read it yourself at home because I'm afraid I'll say the wrong thing and I'll get in big trouble. There's a lot of rules here. That looks fabulous. Look how that just pops on there. I wanted something subtle because I'm meeting the captain, and I'm going to wear this shirt when I meet the captain along with my 7 stripes and 2 stars. So she's going to think I'm chicken of the sea when I have that shirt. How good am I going to look, huh? Like Captain Kate with our picture on that.
Yep.
That is awesome. So it worked.
It worked.
So what would you say about the Cricut Maker 3? What are your final thoughts on that?
I like it. I like the concept of the smart vinyl. If you had to do something long, right?
Okay.
I did look at some of the prices online of the smart vinyl. It's a little more expensive because you're getting more material for that.
Right, right.
So
It's kind of impossible to
par
get
for
in
course.
stores right now.
It is very impossible to get it in stores
But
right now.
you can order it on Amazon, probably have it next week.
Yes.
Okay.
You can.
But it works with regular vinyl too, all the old
absolutely.
vinyl.
Regular vinyl.
Infusible
right on
ink, regular.
Right on your mat. We showed it
this
on the
thing.
mat.
Right,
That
right,
it runs
right.
through, but you can run it straight with the
With no mat.
no mat
That's
with
the
the
fundamental
smart
difference.
vinyl that is just the right width of the machine.
Thank you for following, Joyce. You're fabulous.
Do you want to show the Joy real quick?
Yeah, let's show the Joy. What the heck? Let's go there. Now, if you don't want to spend that much money, of course, that fabulous thing that Dora said, $70. So those are the 3 different. $70.
That's right.
Most important one. Number 2, faster. Number 3, smart vinyl of up to, was it 12 feet long?
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know. Cricut Maker 3, world premiere right here on Felicia's She Shed. That's what she shed. All right, what is this? What's
All right,
going
so
on
this
here?
is the Joy, and this is the baby of the family of the Cricut machines, the cutting
Joy
machines.
to the
It's this little
world.
machine. It's got a power
It's so cute.
connection. Open it up.
7% off,
It
too.
doesn't have the adaptive system in it.
Oh,
It
okay.
accepts just right now.
Drag and cut.
Today, it accepts only this fine point blade that it comes with. But at the end of the month, if I'm not mistaken, I don't remember the exact date, they're putting out a foil kit that they have for the big guy.
Yeah.
They're putting out a foil kit. You can do that now on the small.
And pens, too.
And there are pens.
Yeah.
So you can put the pens in. They just pop into the spot where the blade is. Simply take that out, pop your pen in, boom,
Wow, that's
off
pretty
and do
cool.
your thing.
Nice.
Okay.
So you can do some writing with that, like some creative
Yep.
designs,
Yep.
little like borders and boundaries around the
Yep.
side. That's pretty cool.
And you
Interesting.
can also purchase the card kits. So here's 2 that we have, 2 of many.
Oh, yeah. And those are
And
what you made those cards with.
This is
huh?
what I made these cards with using the card mat. The cool thing about the card mat is that when you go to cut your card, you have this insert to separate the front from the back, so the back doesn't get cut, just the front does.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay.
All right,
Good point, because
and-
that would be weird.
And so
Otherwise,
this
you cut your design through both sides, and that
right,
would be.
right.
I
So
see
this
what
is
you're doing there.
a
So
card.
it comes with the envelopes, inserts,
comes
envelopes.
with the
everything?
card already folded for you, the envelopes, as well as the inserts.
Fabulous.
Yeah, and
Look
this
at that.
this one's
That's
red and
nice.
blue inserts.
See the
just like
carousel, we have a kit down here. It looks like it
just
has
like
a lot of that
this.
stuff in it, so that's
this,
kind of neat.
This kit are these 2 cards.
Oh, I got you. I got you. Pretty cool. And there's what, 10 in there?
Yep.
So you can make 10
You can make
cards.
10
That's
cards.
cool. That's great.
And the nice thing about this is there are, gosh, I don't even know how many pre-designed cards that you can load into Design Space and just cut. You don't have
Oh.
to do any manipulation to them. You just make them.
Or you can make your own
Or you
designs
can do your own designs. It's
in
really
Design
up to you.
Space. Yeah, okay.
You
A lot
can-
of people don't know how to do that. so
Right.
I think you're going to want the out-of-the-box stuff.
Right. So
Okay.
you can get a mat. This is a cute little baby mat.
It's so cute. Look at it.
Fits right into the machine.
But you don't need that with smart
You
vinyl?
don't have to do that if you have the smart vinyl,
Mm-hmm.
right? So when I say that, I mean that. Well, let's do the black because it's easier to see. Take it out of the box, and you can see that it's got no vinyl on the edges. That white is
Oh.
just the backing. And when we say smart vinyl, it fits right into the machine with no mat necessary.
Gotcha.
But I can have extra pieces of this. I can use regular vinyl. I can use my large infusible vinyl, cut it down to fit this 4.5-inch width.
Okay.
Put it on the mat and run the mat through too.
Great
So you
point.
don't have to have the smart vinyl. You don't have to do that with the Maker or the Joy.
Okay.
Straight up do whatever you
So
want.
use regular vinyl or
Yep.
smart vinyl.
Yep.
Smart vinyl means you don't need a mat.
Right. And
Big
you
deal.
can get
Okay.
the smart vinyl in removable, permanent, and iron-on.
And the infusible is not smart, is it?
Yes, you can get infusible smart, although I don't have any
Okay.
today.
I like that.
And somebody asked before, has asked me, what's the difference between the removable and the permanent?
Mm-hmm.
The removable is something I could put on my wall with wall words.
Ah.
Right, my classroom, if I were a teacher, put it on the wall and then peel it off and be here, whatever the case may be. But permanent is something you could put on a glass.
Wait a minute, you have
dish.
glasses say it's and hers.
That's because that's what you wanted.
Which one's yours? Which one's mine?
These have been run
I
through.
want to go by it's. I can choose it's. Why
These
not?
have been run through the dishwasher. There's no peeling up of them.
They do last
They
really,
do
really
last
well.
real well.
It's amazing.
Right,
That's
but
the
the-
permanent.
Right, that's the permanent.
Okay.
So, and you can tell the difference between two because the removable is a matte finish, and the permanent is a shiny finish.
Shiny. Cool.
You see that?
I like your little slap bracelets on there too.
And
That's clever.
instead of rubber bands, I use slap
I
bracelets.
hate rubber bands.
Right?
They just break.
They
and-
break after a while. This just makes it nice and easy.
Like it. Fabulous. These are great tips.
Yep.
So that's the Cricut Joy. Who would you recommend the Cricut Joy for? Somebody who wants to do what? Just basic t-shirts,
Yeah,
some
I
cards?
mean, as long as anything that's this width, to be honest.
Okay.
Right? You could go greater than this width. You just have to do 2 cuts
Mm-hmm.
to be able to do that. But yeah, this is really nice for traveling. It's portable. You can purchase a nice little case, which I have. You can also use the mini press, and that fits right in the little case that I have as well.
Thank you, Tier. Thanks for checking in. I appreciate you watching. You guys are awesome. You're fun too.
And that's it. It's easy.
Well, good.
Simple.
You guys have any questions? We'll hang out for a second. So we talked about the Cricut Joy today. We introduced for the first time ever on Amazon Live the Cricut Maker 3 versus the Cricut Maker. Getting the 3 differences, $70. I'm going to use that forever now. That's brilliant.
The fact that it can take smart vinyl.
Smart vinyl, faster.
Twice as
I
fast.
think it's quieter.
I did too.
personally.
I did too.
I think it was a lot quieter. Not that that matters in most cases. All right, if you have any questions, let us know. You can find us everywhere at Such Fun Gifts.
I think we're done. Thank you
gonna take it
guys.
back.
Really appreciate it.
That's Felicia. And remember, Emma's here too, and the Cricut Tree. But hit us up with questions. You can find us online there under Such Fun Gifts, and we're happy to answer whatever you got. All right, kids, we'll see you all later. Bye.
Bye.